Hi guys, Julie the Oracle here. Hopefully I sound better this week because I'm feeling so much better. Oh, the sinus stuff, the weather changes, things I don't like about winter or fall. Not quite to winter yet. We're only a couple weeks away of that. So I decided to do a special reading because tomorrow, well technically, when this may premiere actually the day after, so it's okay. Or I could actually premiere it on the day. I think I might just do that. But it'll probably premiere tomorrow. So technically, at the current time, it'll be December 12th when you see this. And 12/12 is a special day. Anytime you have like the double numbers, there's a lot of meaning in numbers and numerology. But 12/12 is a portal. So this portal, from what I can tell, looking it up, I don't know a lot, so I was trying to research it, and the 12/12 portal is a lot about like manifesting what you desire and changes coming into your life, being adventurous. I've seen so many different things, and I don't know who's right, who's wrong, but I love what I'm seeing. And so what I decided to do today is to ask the question, what blessings and changes, things are coming into your life? So what is the 12/12 portal bringing into your life? And this is going to start as of 12/12, and it goes to December 21st. So there's going to be this period of different changes coming into your life. And some of you, it's going to be a lot of fun. And there could be some changes that you're not so happy about, but that's life, right? So with that being said, I've done this according to, and I have my lovely little, these are 3D printed. I think they're so cool. But these represent Earth. I'm representing the signs here. So this is Earth signs in the green. The blue is obviously water signs. Got a nice wave there. I really love this, and I don't think it matters which way you want to put it. Then we have our fire signs. Loving this. So I'm trying to make sure I've got those in the right order. And then we have, this is air. It's pretty silver. So I have asked the question of what is the 12/12 portal bringing to each of these elemental signs? And then I picked an advice card. Of course, I went with the theme of cats because I can. And I think it's cute. So please take what resonates and leave the rest. This isn't going to affect everybody. Those of you watching, hopefully you'll get the message it's meant for you. But some of you, you're going to understand the message. You're going to be, this is already happening. And then other people are going to be like, no, I don't want that to happen. So it just depends. So the question that we're asking to start off is, I'm going to start off with our earth signs. So what is the 12/12 portal bringing our earth signs? So I pulled the Two of Pentacles. You got an earth card. Isn't that great? So I think it's going to be a time of grounding for you, obviously, but you got the Two of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here in this card, you got this cat and he's playing, he's playing with these little pentacles. I can see that you guys are going to be having fun. But you know what I noticed? It's like, there's a little treat bag and there's a couple of treats here. But the treat bag, I noticed it looks kind of like, and I have to pick this up for you guys, but if you notice, it kind of looks like a heart. So, that's the first thing I noticed when I pulled this card. So for some of you, I see that you're going to be having to make a decision. You're going to be weighing your options on something that's, something could be weighing on your heart. It could be a decision regarding romance. I mean, it may not be the same for all of you, but for the majority, I'm getting that you may be having to make a decision on whether to stay or go from a relationship, or it could be a matter of, I met this great person and we're dating. It's like, do you want to continue dating them? Or are you kind of bored? Do you want to be like, okay, well, it's been nice, but I'm not feeling the spark anymore, so I'm going to cut them loose. So you'll be weighing a decision of the heart. So there could be changes. Like I said, for some of you will be bringing some romance into your life because you're going to make that choice. And other of you are going to choose to wait and hold out, until you meet that person that really sparks something within you, that lights your fire, however you want to say it. So you will be. I want to say, though, that what I do see is that this cat's having fun. This cat's playing. So this time for you between, for from now until the winter solstice. I think you're going to be having fun. It can be a very stressful time of year for a lot of people. It can be very depressing for a lot of people, but I just want to say that I think my earth signs are going to be having some fun. I think you're going to be enjoying the holiday season, mostly. And you will have some decisions to make. And like there's some treats hanging out, little fish treats. It's so cute. I love that. Which means I think you're going to be treating yourself. But someone may gift you some things too. And obviously it's December, so duh, right? You might get some early Christmas presents because this only goes to 12/21. I'm not saying it can't go after. Everybody knows Christmas is after that. So, you know, if you, somebody may just want to gift you something early before the 21st. So you might be getting some early Christmas gifts, or someone might be just like making some type of offer to you. I want to say it's funny because it's a little treat bag, but I want to be like letting the cat out of the bag. So, somebody could be letting something out of the bag, cat out of the bag. Someone's going to reveal a secret. But these are like the blessings and changes in your life, is that you're in control. You have the free will. You get to make the decisions. It's going to be a fun time for you. You're going to be fun. You're going to be playful. You're going to enjoy yourself. And even if you have matters of the heart, you're going to make the decision that's best for you. And it's either way, it's going to be either very joyous, or even if it's kind of sad and you're like, well, you know, it wasn't meant to be with somebody, or you're cutting a friend loose or something of that matter, or a family member, it's going to be what's best for you. So you're going to feel relief. It's going to bring you some relief, and it's going to be an adjustment. So just consider, you know, just consider that it's going to take some time. But I think overall, you're going to have a great support system to lean on, and it's going to make things a lot more fun and enjoyable for you. So keep that in mind, earth signs. And that's for all of the earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You know who you are. And sorry, I still have to drink water. I still have dry mouth so bad from my medications. All right, so now we're going to move on to water signs. My water signs: Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio. Here you go. You got the Tower card. Oh no. And I just want to show this to you but here's your Tower card. Oh, it's storming outside. The cats are jumping off the tower. Like, I guess the lightning and thunder scared them. So you might have something unexpected. You know, the tower can be unexpected upheaval, you know, things falling apart, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be an aha moment, a revelation, where something unexpectedly good happens too. We talk about blessings and changes coming into your life. There is a change coming. And these cats are jumping down, but you know, like, it's a cat tower. You know they're going to get back up there, right? So, you know, they got startled by what's happening outside, the storm, the lightning, the thunder. So, you know how you get that, you'll see that flash of lightning, and it, you know, you're like, oh, you almost expect it. Like, you seize up, or you jump, because you know when it's that bright and that close that you're going to have that instantaneous crack of thunder right after it. And you just like, oh, and if you're not expecting it, it makes you jump. So you may have a moment like that coming in for this month. And so during this portal time, there's going to be these changes that are happening for you. And maybe, you know, some of you are going to see it coming and be like, oh, I can expect to hear that thunder, right? And then others of you didn't see that flash of lightning. So when it hits, you're like, oh, unexpected. And you jump because you're like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. But you quickly kind of, you know, recover yourself, and you're going to be able to handle whatever's coming, because it's the tower. People say, oh no, the tower, it's scary. No, it's not. I've always called the tower like a chance at, you know, remodeling. That's what I call it. Like when you remodel your house, it's kind of old and outdated, and you decide you want to put in new floors, and you want to paint the walls a different color, and you freshen it up and get some fresh artwork and maybe some new furniture, new countertops. Like, everything looks great, right? So this is kind of what you're doing. You're just kind of remodeling your life a little bit. You're like, I'm going to take it down. I'm going to take it down to the studs, and I'm going to rebuild it. So if you have a moment where things happen and you're like, I don't like this change, well, guess what? You're going to adapt, and you're going to build yourself back up, and you're going to be just fine. And I did pull the clarifying card for the tower. So it's going to be an emotional change for you, because you did get a water card. So You got the Five of Cups, and hello, this is conflict, this is challenge, this is change. It's universally known. However, that being said, I mean, you notice in there, the calendar says May, so, this could take a few months. You may, whatever this is, it could not, if it's something that's not so great, it could be something that just kind of you have to recover from. Like, if it's a breakup or a job loss or something like that, you are going to recover. It doesn't have to be something that severe. It could just be like changes in your life in the form of relationships and things like that where, it takes time to get over. It takes time to process and heal. And I see that the calendar in here says May. So I think whatever happens here, whatever this tower is referring to in your specific life, I think things are going to change. By the time you get to May, you're going to be back to your old self. I know it sounds like a long time, but when it comes to our emotions and our healing, it does take time. It just does. And that's 6 months. That's pretty much like 5-6 months away. So I think I included December there. So between 5 and 6 months, I mean, sometimes it takes that long. It could be that you're working on something very specific, a project or an art piece, or there's something that you wanted to do. And, good things take time. So if you have this great idea that you're doing, especially those of you who have the aha moment, if this tower for you is more like, oh, lightning struck, you get the light bulb turns on your head, you have these fantastical ideas, things that you want to do, but you're like, this is going to take a lot of research and prep and time and all of that. So again, 6 months, I'm going to think by May, you're going to be on the roll. I'm trying to like combine two phrases, but I don't know what I was saying. But you're on a roll, but you're going to be on the way. That's what I'm trying to say. And I think that you're going to be making a lot of progress by May, whether you're healing or whether you're working on something that's just for you. You're going to have your head down. You're going to be focused. And this might just be speaking to setbacks, and these changes in your life are just setbacks. But that's all they are. It means delay. And the thing is, you're delayed till May on whatever it is. So it may not even be that bad. It may not be a breakup or job loss or anything like that. These are things that come to mind. So it could be specific for 1 or 2 people that might catch this reading later on. But, I mean, if it applies to you, please, please, please comment. Let me know, because I don't have all the context. I mean, I don't know who I'm reading for. So I just know that I just pick whatever is coming into my brain and I throw it out there. And it makes no sense to me at the time, but sometimes you guys come forward when you make comments about it and let me know. Then it's like, oh, okay, that you validate me. So I appreciate you for that. That confirmation really lets me know that something, like the messages are coming through. And don't forget, like this cat's over here licking its lips. And, there's 3 bowls in the background, and you notice they're not broken in this one. So I don't think it's very severe. I just think it's a delay. And, this might be old bowls. Maybe you need to clean up your life a little bit and make some changes, remodel, like I said, with that tower. But he's got some kibble left in his bowl here, and he's licking his lips, and he's like, you know what, he's satisfied. He still has these a little bit left. So, you don't have to overdo things or stress yourself out too much. Because, I mean, you're going to adapt. You're going to make it work. So you're going to be just fine. So don't worry, water signs. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think that it's all in how you handle it and react to it. And then keep that positive attitude and just try to, enjoy the storm. Go dance in the rain. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, well, maybe not in the lightning, but if you're one of those people that love the weather like I do, I have a healthy fear and respect of the lightning, especially because it could fry my ass in 2 seconds. But I wouldn't say go play in the lightning, but when the storm comes, like, enjoy it. Like, listen to the sound of the rain and find the meditation in it. Find the stillness. Find the, that comfortable noise. It's just something that brings you comfort, and like, this happens. Storms come and storms go. So, a regular storm passes in a classic thunderstorm, as we call it. It's usually only 30 minutes long. So I would say temporary. It's always temporary. Some storms will last longer depending on how strong they are. So it just depends on, well, it's depends on you in your situation. So only you guys can tell me if it's a stronger storm or not. But it will pass. And not to sound like Annie, but the sun will come out tomorrow. So I'm going to go on to my fire signs now. I am sucking down water left and right, guys. I'm sorry. This medication gives me such bad dry mouth, but it's so good because I lose weight. So not going to complain too much. It's only bad when I talk a lot. So with the fire signs, you guys have some emotion coming in too. You got an emotional card. I love this. But you got the 8 of Cups. So, that's kind of funny. I'm looking at this. It looks like my cat. And you can't tell. Like, my cat only has one eye, though. So, like, she's a little gray kitty. She's a Russian blue. But, you know, it's just like the eight of Cups, like all the cups look like they're over there in the sink, and I don't know. They look like they're dirty. But with the 8 of Cups, it's kind of like about walking away, and I'm going with the universal meaning first, just in case it means something to some of you. But the 8 of Cups is about walking away, or you're leaving a situation because there's the grass is greener on the other side. Or you think that is. It's not always the case. But sometimes we have to leave situations that aren't good for us because we know that there's something better. You know, like, I think over the rainbow, if we want to go from talking about storms to rainbows, like, but I don't get that necessarily. I'm like, there's all these dirty cups in the sink, but you know what that tells me? That tells me that this is a time, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm a Leo, so this could speak to me too. I don't see anything leaving my life necessarily. I see it as a time of socialization. There's 8 cups there, so somebody had a party. Somebody had a tea party or a coffee party. I don't know what you want to call it. There could have been booze in those cups for all I know. Like, I mean, somebody could have had a Christmas party. I think some of you are having Christmas parties or holiday parties. I mean, you could have winter solstice parties, whatever it is or whatever it means to you. That's up to you. And the cat's over here playing in the water. So I'm like, you guys are playing. And I think you're, you know, it's an emotional card. It's about emotions. But I think that it's going to be, for me, emotional connecting is very, very important. Like, during this time of holidays, because so many people feel isolated and lonely. And I think that you, fire signs, I think they tend to be the life of the party. Some of us, I'm an introverted Leo, so I'm kind of an ambivert now, though. So I would say there's an extrovert in there, just doesn't come out unless I'm around people that I'm comfortable with. And again, situational. So I think you guys are having a party. And some of you that are more low-key, maybe you're low-key and you're not about the holidays, that's okay too. You might be having a book club and letting everybody come over and have coffee or tea and talking about a book, and you're talking about changes in your life. It could be a support group or something like that. It can be emotional, but it can also be about connecting with other people during this time. Like, everybody does things differently. So if you're not like being the life of the party and having the ugly Christmas sweater thing going on, like so many people do, that's fun. You know, I think that's fun. But like, if you're more low key, you might be doing like the book club. Or you might be having a few friends over just to talk about life, or it could be a support group situation. And you could have situations going on right now where you're like, you know, you might have drama or something going on in your life. We all hate it. We don't like it. I mean, some people do, but for the most part, I would say no, we want our lives to be a little bit less complicated. So, and you might need to, but this cat is clearly like playing in the water. Sometimes cats do that, and then they drink from it too, the sink. It's a fascination. So you might need to stay hydrated, some of you. I don't know if that means anything. Excuse me. Ooh, I still have a little bit of a cough in there. But I am much better overall. But what I see here, when I'm looking to see what, you know, it's funny. I see a sun, a crescent moon, and stars. And that makes me think of, you know, the major arcana. You know, the moon is a crescent. So the moon has different meanings as well. And I think of like Yeah, people say, oh, it means fears. It means like you're having dreams sometimes, or uh, worries and fears about things going on in your life. But it also is, I think it speaks to intuition. So some of you might, like, the crescent tells me like you're not wholly trusting your intuition right now. So whoever's not trusting your intuition, you need to lean into it. Trust it. I know it sounds crazy. And you're like, I can't. These messages and these synchronicities, these things I'm getting, no way, no way. But it's like, you know what? Just trust it and go, you know what? I trust it. I'm going with the flow. It's crazy, but whatever. I'm gonna go with it. Just go with it. And the sun, you know, I love the sun because the sun is a happy card. So I think, you know, it's going to be a happy time for you, even if you don't normally care for the holidays or it's normally sucks. That human connection that you're getting from having people over and socializing, having someone to text or call or come over and just chit chat with you for a while, that means so much to so many people that it's going to make you happy and you're going to feel like emotionally fulfilled. Because you're going to be like, you know what, this is great. I like my alone time, but I enjoy having somebody over and I feel good about that. You know, I feel good about the conversations we had and I feel better about my situation. And now I can go about, you know, self-caring and doing whatever I want on my own. You can do whatever you want on your own. Sit in your house by yourself, have your own cup of coffee, read a book, watch a movie. Just do what makes you happy. And that star card, that's always the hope, the healing, the divine timing. And the star is kind of important if you think about, if you want to go in the religious aspect, the North Star is a guiding star. So you're being guided. You're being guided on your path, and most likely spiritual path, if I may say. I enjoy that. But I like that it's hope. And sometimes when we're lonely and we're feeling isolated and feel like things can't get any worse, there's always hope. So hold on to that star. When you go outside and look at night, watch that star. And look for the falling stars, because we do have, like, I think the Geminid meteor shower should be peaking in the next few days, 13th, 14th, something like that. If this is December at the time I'm doing this, but this is a timeless reading, so ignore me. I mean, you can go outside and you might get lucky to see any kind of weird thing in the sky at this point. But yeah, if there is, go wish on a falling star and let it give you hope. Because I think my fire signs are going to have mostly fun. I think they're going to enjoy being connected. The human connection is going to be very important for you for December. Heading into, you know, the next major holiday, which is Christmas. So next I'm going to move on to my air signs. My air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you got the wands. You got the... I know something came to me when I saw this card. I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm like trying to hang on to this, these things that I get. You got the 9 of Wands. And so I don't know, what was I thinking? Like, because I was looking at that going, man, it's, no, I don't think it's that. I was going to say quite the entanglement, but I mean, some of you might be knitting if this is your hobby, but, I'm going to say that's definitely artistic because we have the 9 of Wands, and usually, universally, the 9 of Wands can be about overcoming your obstacles. Like you come through a hard time and you're finally, things are smoothing out. It's like smooth sailing ahead, and you're putting the past behind you, yada, yada, yada. We can go that way. But, I mean, this cat's having fun. This cat's playing with the yarn and chewing on it. Do what cats do. I think you're going to be having fun as well. December can be a fun time for a lot of people. So I'm glad that I see that a lot of you are having fun and that you're not going to dwell too much on the seriousness. But I love that this is the 9 of Wands, and Wands are all about fire. So things are going to be kind of fiery and feisty, and, you know, you've got a lot of creativity coming to you. And I don't know if any of you do actually knit, but I see a lot of you kind of making homemade Christmas gifts. If you are really good at knitting or sewing or things like that, yeah, you can make some really cool stuff. I made some pillows for my grandmother some time ago, and she had a baby grand piano that was a beautiful white one. And I found this beautiful fabric that was like music notes on white, or like, like an off-white background. So I made these pillows out of it, and I gave them to her, and she had them sitting on that piano for a long time. Don't know what happened to them, but I loved it. It was handmade, and it was so cool that I could do that. If you want to challenge yourself, making basic pillows like the square ones, it's one of the easiest projects you can do in sewing. You sew it around and you leave a small opening, and then you turn it inside out and you stuff it with stuffing. Simple, simple, simple. You just find whatever fabric just floats your boat. So you can go to any store that has fabrics in it and find like really cool stuff. And you could make pillows for someone. Not that anybody needs it, but you never know. Or you can do that as part of your little remodel on your life over here, water signs. Maybe you need pillows for your couch. I don't know. A new couch or something. That's fine. But if you do, maybe you knit. I don't know if you knit hats and scarves or blankets. Maybe you donate them, or they are gifts. But whatever it is, you're gonna have fun doing it. You're gonna be very focused. This cat's like, it looks like it got distracted, but it might be focused on just chewing on the ER. But definitely there might be some distractions coming in. I mean, there's a lot going on in December. We all know that. So try to stay focused, and you keep that artistic, the artistic view alive. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't like the way I say things sometimes, so I have to figure out what I'm trying to say. And I'm on the fly here and trying not to talk too long, but it was important for me to let you guys know, like, yeah, this is a really artistic time. You're going to have a lot of great ideas coming to you. And, like, just think outside the box. And I say that's funny because cats love boxes, but they like getting in boxes. But think outside the box, like this cat, playing with the yarn, and it's just having fun. Kind of like keeping itself busy. You can amuse yourselves. You're like, you don't need to be around people if you don't want to be around people, air signs. Like if you're alone, like maybe you just want some projects to focus on, and you like the peacefulness. Like maybe you want to sit there and work on something while you're watching a movie or listening to some Christmas music or something, and like things that bring you peace and quiet. And I see that you guys are a little bit more subdued, but hey, if you've got things you want to get done, now's the time to prioritize and knock that stuff off your list. So I think you're going to get a lot of things done. You're going to be cooking and cleaning and running errands and doing that. Just don't run yourself ragged. I say it all the time. Make sure that you take that time to sit down and focus on a project that brings you some joy and that will allow you to rest. Because we don't want you getting exhausted. A New Year's coming, and I can't wait to do the New Year's. There's a big spread you can do for the New Year, and that would be kind of cool to do, but I don't know if I could do all of that. I might have to do it one at a time. That would be cool. I might do that for the shorts. That will be interesting to see what kind of insights I get from that. Ooh, don't let me forget that. Because you can literally pull a major arcana for every month of the new year. So that's 12 months. And do it before New Year's. So you'll pull for January, and there's 22 cards. So you're not going to be pulling them all. You're only going to get about half of them. But it depends on what it pulls and then what insights it brings to you. You look at the meaning and be like, okay, this is what's going to happen for this month. I have to say, it was pretty accurate. I have one written down from we did before this year started, and I did it in 2022. And the insights that I'm like, whoa, wow. Things that happen, I was like, I don't see that happening. But, yeah, things are happening. So it's pretty cool. And then you can pull an overall card for the year, and I will probably do that as a short as well. Because that's 12 cards, and it's going to be a long reading if I do that, and I don't know how much you guys can pay attention. So I might have to do like 6 months at a time and then do 6 months at a time or something like that. But I'm happy to do that for you guys closing in, and I'll do a special Christmas reading as well. Like I did for Thanksgiving and the gratitude. I think that we can find something about giving for, Christmas or the holidays in general. There's different holidays, so I want to put it about, I'll figure out what it's about. I haven't figured out yet. I might look for a spread or something to do, or make my own. I am planning to do some interesting spreads coming up. So you guys are going to be my guinea pigs. So I hope you enjoy what I do, and I hope that it makes a lot of sense when I do it. But basically, the blessings and changes coming into your life. Let me reiterate quickly, like, yeah, a decision for those of you earth signs. You guys are going to be like having to make some decisions, big and small. It might be really super important and it may not be. I mean, some of you, the biggest decision you're going to make is like, what do I eat? But that's okay. But you may be making decisions related to relationships. And you might be getting unexpected gifts or offers. And then I would say for the water signs, you got some big changes coming. It could be small for some of you too. So like I said, it goes both ways. I don't know. It's situational, so I don't know how strong your storm's going to be. But you're going to have a little storms come through. Just take it as it comes and deal with it. And you're going to learn to deal with it just fine. But you've got like a 5 or 6 month period there where, it's going to take time for you to adapt to these changes that are coming into your life. And you're going to have to change from within and change things around in your life, like with the tower, the remodeling. Remodel your life. And, whatever it does, it's going to be you improving yourself. And those changes will start to really show. You're going to look back, and by May, you're going to look back and go, wow, a lot's changed. But you're going to enjoy the changes that are coming. And you still have some treats left. There's still food left in the bowl and the cat's licking its lips. You're going to find your life to be more fulfilling once these changes come. So everything happens for a reason. And even if it doesn't seem like it at the time, you're going to look back in May and go, oh, okay, that was a lesson, or that was meant to be, and it was for the better. And my fire signs, you guys are like not wanting to deal with any of this loneliness and isolation with the holidays. You guys are going to be having fun and you're going to be entertaining people, whether that's small gatherings or ugly Christmas sweater parties or whatever you're going to do. And it's going to be really great for your emotional state to have that human connection. So that's going to be really important. So your friends, your family, and your loved ones, your neighbors, like, you're going to have these wonderful blessings this month with these people going, yeah, let's get together. Let's have a party, or, let's, you and your girlfriends get together and watch like cheesy movies and things like that. Or you might just have a holiday Christmas movie party or something. Just get creative with it, guys. I know you will. I mean, fire signs, come on, creativity. We have it in spades. And then my air signs, like that, you guys are going to be kind of low key. You're going to be knocking stuff off your list, prioritizing, running errands. You're just going to be like, I have a lot of things to do and I've been kind of procrastinating, but now you're going to double down and you're going to focus and you're going to start knocking stuff off your list. But you're also going to be very creative this holiday season. You're going to be doing some projects, whether they're for you or you're doing them for other people as a donation or gifts. But you're going to feel really, really, really accomplished. So those are the blessings and changes coming into your life. And now I pulled one of the Blooming Cat Oracle for each sign. So for my earth signs, I love it. 25, adapt, adjust as needed. I love that. Yeah, you're going to have to adapt to whatever these changes in relationships are. These decisions you make are going to affect you in one way or the other. Just adapt. It's going to take time. So give yourself that time to adjust to everything. The cat sitting in a bowl. I love it. And 25 reduces to 7. 7's all about reflection. So whatever your decision is, reflect on it before you make that decision. You'll be making the best possible decision for yourself. For my water signs, you have 35. Grow. I love this. Seize opportunities for growth. And here you go. I mean, it makes sense because the Tower card is going to be, you're going to be remodeling your life after certain things happen. You're going to have realization. So either way, whether it's good or bad, it's happening for a reason. So it's going to help you grow. It's going to be personal growth, but it could be spiritual growth as well. It's all one and the same to me sometimes. But seize those opportunities. I mean, and you see that you're going to be very fulfilled. This cat looks very content. So that one's filled with food and happy, licking its lips, and you're happy. See, 35, that reduces to 8. 8 can be infinity, 8 can be strength. And I like that. I like that because 7 is like the Chariot, in Major Arcana for the Earth sign. So I think that you're going to be moving ahead with what these decisions are going to help you move forward. And with the 8 is strength. And strength is something my water signs are going to need to overcome. But you know what? That strength is going to get you through. And you're going to look back and go, man, it helped me. So when May comes, look back and, you're going to see the differences, the changes and how positive it actually is. In my fire signs, what have you got here? I love it. You got number 20. Realize, focus on what fulfills you. I love that because we're talking about that human connection. Yeah, you need that human connection. And that's going to be emotional fulfillment for you during this time because, we tend to be creatures that like to be social and we like to have fun. And it can be a rough time. A lot of seasonal disorders and things like that. And feeling down because everybody's busy and you don't get to see people. It just seems like it's just this time of year. And this cat's all splooting and having fun. 20 reduces to 2. 2 is about partnerships, about duality. And it can be choices as well. And so you make those choices to be with somebody or to be with a group of people. Focus on what fulfills you. So realize when you need to be with people and when you need to be alone. And then lastly, we have their air signs. Oh, I love it. Trust. And that's 0, which is like the Fool card. What was the second card? Number 2, because we have 0. The 2 is the High Priestess. That's right. Yeah, 2 is the High Priestess. So that's going to be about trusting your intuition and making sure you know what you need for the fire signs. But 0 is the Fool. It says, take a leap of faith. And that's exactly what it is. The cat wants the yarn. And look at there's a yarn in that one. I love that. I was not expecting to see the yarn in there. That ties in beautifully. I love the synchronicities I get. And look, the mouse is over here like watching the cat take a leap of faith. So you might have people watching you. And I don't mean in a creepy way. I just mean like they admire you for the fact that your tenacity is what comes up, is the word I want to use. The fact that you get stuff done. Some of you are natural leaders and, you know how to get stuff done, like, prioritize and you're going to knock everything off your list. And at the end of the day, you're like, I feel accomplished. I can sit down and enjoy myself and rest. So this is calling for you to trust that, this time, like, it's the time to get things done, and it's time to also just balance out with the rest that you need. So once you take that leap of faith, then you can rest after you go. But it's going to be a new adventure for you, and all these things that you're doing, yeah, you're going to feel pretty good. So I hope that was helpful. I'm glad I was able to do this portal reading. I'm going to try to do more. The next one won't actually be until New Year's because it will be 1/1. And so I'll probably do a special New Year's reading as well. And both of those, Christmas and New Year's, are both on Monday. So the Monday readings will come out and it'll be about those things. So, but I definitely hope you take from this. And I really do hope you guys have a really great 12/12 portal going into 12/21. Until next time.